Hi everyone. Come on in to Mountaineer Lair with Kenny. Let's talk college football. Okay. I really believe that West Virginia is going to have a great showing at Blacksburg. I really believe that we will walk away with the W. But the true test this year is not going to be Virginia Tech. It's going to be Texas. That way we'll know exactly where we're at from the Pitt and Kansas game, because Kansas is looking better than we all thought to begin with. So we'll see where we're at when it comes to Texas. Now, when we get to Texas, offensive line, you got a monster of a defense to handle. So you're going to have to really prepare for that one. We as a whole has got to work together as a team if we want to take down Texas. But I don't want to jump too far ahead because I don't want to look past Virginia Tech. So here's my keys to victory for WVU. 1. Clean up your mistakes. 2. Keep everything in front of you. Don't let nothing get behind you on defense. 3. You need to run the ball, but you need to go vertical. Vertical gives you more explosive plays, and it also gives you more energy on the sideline because the players love that more. So we as a whole, as fans, we need to show up to Blacksburg, have a big presence there for our team. Give them a lot of energy, give them a lot of backup, because that's what's going to take for us to win that game. These boys need to see and feel the energy coming from the fan base. So come on, people. We can show up in great fashion. We always have. We've always showed up at games and supported our team, no matter what. We've got to keep that going. We need to show unity amongst ourselves to help them get through this. This has been rough on them. It's hurt them because they've wanted to come out and put on a good show for us from the beginning of the year, and it's went wrong for them. So now they're just trying to get their confidence back, trying to get themselves back together to put on a show for a state that they actually love and want to be here. So let's give them all the support that we can give them. Let's show them that we love them as much as they love us. And we'll have great things to happen. But I don't want to be unrealistic either. Do I see us having a chance to beat Texas? If the West Virginia team shows up that showed up against Pitt, we have a good shot at that. We have a great shot at beating them. But if it's the defense that shows up on Kansas, we're going to get romped. I'm sorry, we will. It's just, that's how the game is. If you have an off day on defense against a great potential team, you're going to get blowed out. So if the Kansas game, if you look at it, if our defense is like the Kansas game, it's going to be a blowout for Texas against us. I'm just warning you. But if they show up like Pitt, like they did with Pitt, that puts us in a great spot to win that game. It's going to be close. It's not going to be a shutout, but it's going to be close. They'll keep it tight. We could win it as little as 3 points. I'm saying it's going to be a low scoring game. So I'm looking at right around 28-25. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. So do I think that we can score more? Yes, but it's going to depend on our offensive line. How much protection do they give JT Daniels? If they can give JT Daniels time against that Texas front, we in for a good game there. But like I said, I don't want to go too far ahead, so let's stay with Virginia Tech. Now, Virginia Tech in past history has had notable excellent special teams. You know, when Frank Beamer was there. So I don't know how far off of that tradition they are. I haven't kept up with them. But if they're anything like the Frank Beamer special teams, our special teams is going to have a problem because they can't cover. So, only thing I can tell the special teams to do, as soon as that ball is kicked, go after it. Keep it in front of you. Do not let it get behind you. Because if it gets behind you, how are you going to stop it? You got to keep it in front, and everybody's got to flow to the ball. Come there in troves of players. Swarm the ball, because that's what needs to happen in order for us to get them. It would be lovely if we trap them at the very first kickoff that West Virginia does. We trap them at the 5-yard line and at their end zone. That would be lovely. I would love to see that. That would be tremendous. If they do like that through the whole game. If they do like that through the whole game, it's possible that we can come out of there and with Virginia Tech with a goose egg. But I'm not predicting that. I won't predict that because Virginia Tech can score. So if our defense shows up like I think they will, and if they can keep pressure on that quarterback and keep the run game in front of them, not let them bust through, Virginia Tech's looking for a long night. So things is not looking good for Virginia Tech, but it all boils down to which West Virginia team shows up at Blacksburg on that night. So at that note, I want to say is keep looking for my new videos and what I come out with next. I really love doing this kind of stuff for everyone. My inspiration and getting me into doing these videos falls on about 9 different YouTubers. Number 1 on that list is Gold and Blue Dude. Number 2 is Coos. Number 3 is Mark Rogers. Number 4, my main guy, and I like him a lot. I think he's did a great job for all of the YouTube channels, and that's Joey Foster. Another is Traveling Fools. A really good guy. If you haven't seen him, sub him up. Go take a look at his content, because sometimes you need a break from college football, and they talk about different things, especially on Saturday night. They have their trivia show. It's pretty interesting and pretty funny, and I really like it. And it's actually a great break for YouTubers of college sports. So, yeah, it kind of breaks the ice off of your shoulders. It helps you get through, okay? And the next one that's I think has been a pleasant surprise to me is Pigskin Pete. That's a shout out to you and your wife. Another is Millis Vanillis. An interesting kind of character. Does crazy things on his YouTube channel. Some of it's interesting and some of it's just out there. But he's a good YouTuber. I really, when it comes to him talking football, I'm really impressed with what he speaks about. And another, in my opinion, and to me, and that's CJ. I really like CJ, and I also like K-Dog. They really put on a great show with the, and I feel so bad for K-Dog. His Georgia Tech team got smashed this weekend. So my heart goes out to you, bud. K-Dog, I hope things gets better for Georgia Tech. I really had high hopes for them this year. I hope this doesn't set them back, and hope they can get through this and get over adversity and try and push through it. So, but this is a shout out to all the YouTubers that I've watched and I've really enjoyed. Thank you for your contribution to the YouTube that inspired me to be a YouTuber myself. So I want to give a thanks to each and every one of you. You're great people, and I got your back any day. Thank you. Thank you for coming in to the Mountaineer Lair. Until our next video, I got you.